you don't always need a brand new building to find a standout unit. From the 48th floor at 15 Fort York Blvd, this unit offers over 1,700 square feet of living space, plus 2 balconies and a terrace, and sweeping views of the city skyline, the waterfront, and obviously, as you can see behind me, the CN Tower. The views here are especially gorgeous during sunset hours, no matter the time of year. This unit offers a unique layout with some room to breathe and some nice outdoor spaces. So let's go check it out. Today, we're in Penthouse 1 at the corner of Fort York and Spadina, and this is your main living space. You have this built-in media cabinet, and included in the sale of the unit is this TV and all the audio-visual equipment. So it's pretty much turnkey, so once you move in, you can sit down on your couch, turn on the TV, and you've got Apple TV, Xbox, and most important of all, you have a great subwoofer in there, and in the ceiling, you have built-in speakers for an amazing surround sound experience. The living room has its own nook in the corner of the unit, and then here is your kitchen space. You have a good amount of cabinetry overhead for storage. Some of those shelves are way up there because we're at 10-foot ceilings in here. So this is your main kitchen space. Behind you is the living room space where we started, and then off of the kitchen in its own nook as well, just like the living room, is the dining space. It has tons of light, being in a corner with windows on the north side and the west side. The lighting throughout the unit is bright, especially once it's past noon, because then you've got the sun coming around to the west. But in the dining room itself, there is so much light all the time with these big tall windows on both sides of you. With this window, you're looking out to the west, so you're looking at the Gardner going west towards Etobicoke, and then this is your north side window with a walkout to your terrace space. Now the penthouse units in this building all have gas lines. They're the only units that are allowed to have barbecues on their balcony in the building. And so here you have a Lynx barbecue, which is also included with the sale. So like the living room space with the TV and the speaker setup all ready for you, the outdoor space is pretty much turnkey as well, having the barbecue ready to go. All you need to do is bring the meat and get grilling. Our view here to the north is of the well. Those Dietterle towers are the well. And then to the west, you have Canoe Landing Park and the Rec Center. And then further than that, you have Etobicoke and you've got the Gardner, so you can always see how thick traffic is and decide whether you feel like taking the Gardner today or not, but we already know it's always stuck anyways. Now with all the sunlight that this unit gets, you might be thinking to yourself, well, shouldn't there at least be some blinds to block out all this light if you don't want it? Well, I've got good news for you. The unit comes with full remote control motorized blinds. With just the click of a button, you've got the blinds coming down and blocking out all that sun. So if you're tired of sunlight, it's getting hot in here, you just click a button and now you've got complete shade. Now the remote controlled blinds aren't just in the main living space here. Each room has them as well. The bedrooms also have the addition of blackout blinds. And then as you leave the main living space, you've got a hallway that leads you to everywhere else. Off to the side here is your entranceway, where you would come into the unit. You have closet space, good amount of room here, and then directly across from it is the den. And then as you leave the den, you enter the main hallway space, which connects you to the bedrooms. The first room off to the side here is the powder room, and then you've got one of the other washrooms which is just across from the second bedroom. And then directly behind me is the primary bedroom, which has its own ensuite washroom. Now we're entering the primary bedroom. Now the primary bedroom here is a great amount of space, especially compared to what you're seeing nowadays in new builds. This is a huge primary bedroom. So to just orient you one last time, walk out from the balcony, ensuite washroom. Then in the center of the bedroom, you've got a working fireplace, and then you have your walk-in closet over here. Stepping out onto the balcony from the primary bedroom, this balcony runs pretty much the full length of the entire unit. So you're facing west, I'm walking towards the north, and as you make your way down, you've got the secondary bedroom that you saw, and then you have your walkout to the den, which you also saw. This balcony is a good 40 feet in length running alongside the unit. You've got stunning views to the west, especially come sunset time, and then in August, once the CNE starts and you have the air show, you have a prime view of the air show as some of the planes take off from Billy Bishop and as planes come this way doing their performance. Not only do you have a great seat for that, but location-wise, you're in the perfect area. So let's head inside and I can tell you about that. So, location-wise, you're steps from the waterfront and you're within walking distance to Union Station, BMO Field, the Rogers Centre, CN Tower, and Scotiabank Arena. Sports-wise, those are home to Toronto's biggest teams, the Maple Leafs, the Raptors, the Toronto FC, the Toronto Argonauts, and the Blue Jays. So if you're a sports fan, you're really at the center of it all and within walking distance to any game of any major sporting league. So not only are you close to all those sports, but one of the largest sporting events in the world is coming to Toronto next year. That is the FIFA World Cup. So with that, you'll be in the center of it all, as all the FIFA events are happening pretty much at the Bentway and within City Place and the Fort York area, and then the games are of course at BMO Field. So as you can see, it's definitely a prime location. And while we were out on the balcony, you may have seen as well that we're directly across from the well. So you're close to the well without having to pay the well's premium prices. And let's just do a quick comparison price-wise so you can see where we're at. The well currently has 2 penthouse units available. One of them is 943 square feet, and they're asking for about 1.3 million. So that's around $1,384 a square foot. Then they have another penthouse unit that is a bit larger. That unit is 1,341 square feet, and they're asking for $1.92 million, which puts it at around $1,435 a square foot. And the unit here at 15 Fort York that you just got a full tour of is 1,708 square feet of living space, and we're asking for $2,190,000. That prices it at $1,282 a square foot, which is just impeccable value, not only for the area, but for what you're getting with this gorgeous unit, and all the things are included. Don't forget that those remote controlled blinds are included, the Lynx barbecue is included, you have the full audio visual setup with the TV included, built-in speakers in the ceiling, and smart lighting with Lutron home systems. The other area where there's impeccable value is the maintenance fees. You're paying $1,329 a month, which at 1,700 plus square feet puts you at around 78 cents a square foot. Compare that to the well or any other new build for that matter, and you're paying over $1 a square foot, around $1.05 to $1.10 a square foot. So that just shows you how well run and managed this building is as well, that they're able to keep the maintenance costs low, but still offer amazing amenities. There is a huge list for this building because you do share amenities with the building right across the street in the courtyard. So they have some of the amenities, and then you have some of the amenities here. In this building, you have the communal workspace, which has a kitchen in it. You have a half-court basketball court. You have a gym. You have the guest suites, and you have a kids' playroom with a theater in there. Then in the next building, which is 11 Brunel, you have a huge pool with a jacuzzi. Then you also have a sky lounge, which also has a jacuzzi. You have a party room, and then a completely separate rec room. They're not combined like in most buildings. You have an outdoor barbecue area. You have another fully equipped gym, and you have an outdoor lounging space and a sauna. So it's not like with the lower maintenance fees here that you're getting less amenities. You actually technically have even more amenities than not only the Well, but other comparable buildings. So whether you're looking to own a spacious penthouse with incredible views, or you're just looking to try out the lifestyle first, this unit is available for $2,190,000, and it's also available for lease for $8,500 a month. With over 1,700 square feet of living space, some of the best views that you can get in the downtown core, 3 outdoor spaces, and an extensive list of amenities, you can't go wrong with this unit and this building. If you'd like to book a showing or learn more, or just have any questions about the unit itself, my info is down in the description below as always. And if you enjoy Toronto real estate content like this, property tours, but also insightful videos about the market and just things that are happening, neighborhood tours, all that stuff, I've got you covered, so feel free to subscribe and stick around. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.